Red Dot United leader Ravi Philemon has publicly criticized the presence of senior ministers at a dinner attended by convicted money launderer Su Haijin. In a Facebook post on 7th May 2025, Philemon highlighted what he called troubling implications for transparency and trust in governance. The controversy stems from recent viral images that show Su Haijin in social settings with several People's Action Party leaders. Those pictured include Health Minister Ng Chee Transport Minister Ng Chee Meng, and Kayu SMC Member of Parliament Ng Chee Meng, who is also Secretary General of NTUC. The photos depict Su Haijin dining with political and business elites, including former Minister Lim Suisse, billionaire Hing Leong, businessman Sam Goi, and UOB Kai Hean Chairman Wei Chao. The setting of the dinner and its timing have now come under particular scrutiny. According to Philemon, while the ministers involved claimed the gathering took place before pandemic-related restrictions came into effect, a photo dated 24 September 2021 was allegedly sent by Su himself. That date fell during a period when COVID-19 restrictions were still active, prompting further questions. Philemon questioned why, if the dinner had occurred during active restrictions, no action had been taken. As NTUC chief, a former minister, and a former chief of defense force, he wrote, Ng would have known the rules and understood the need to uphold them, especially during a national crisis. He argued that such actions undermine not only public trust, but also the principle of equality before the law. If these circumstances are true, they raise serious questions about Ng's regard for the law and whether Singaporeans truly are equal under it, Philemon stated. Philemon emphasized that the controversy was not merely about one dinner. It's not just about the rules being broken, he said. It's about who gets to bend them, who walks away with no consequences. He suggested that while ordinary citizens face investigations for minor breaches, those in power are shielded by vague statements and silence. Linking the incident to RDU's platform during the recent general election, Philemon reiterated the party's warnings about what it described as an entrenched elite class. He argued that Singapore's true societal divide lies not in race or religion, but in economic and political privilege. Ministers, industry elites, and even union leaders, he warned, are far too closely tied in what can only be described as an incestuous relationship with big business and billionaires. Philemon claimed that this elite network dominates power, finance, and policy, leaving the concerns of everyday citizens underrepresented. In his post, Philemon also referred to a recent development involving Credit Suisse Services Attorney General. On the same week as the Su Haijin revelations, the United States Department of Justice announced the bank's guilty plea to conspiring with wealthy American clients to conceal over $4 billion in undeclared assets. More than $2 billion of those funds were reportedly held in Singapore, suggesting the country played a central role in a decade-long global tax evasion scheme. According to the Justice Department, some private bankers in Singapore even fabricated donation records to help clients avoid detection. Philemon stressed that the two incidents, the elite dinner and the Credit Suisse plea, were not separate scandals but interconnected signs of systemic failure. They reveal a system of proximity, privilege, and protection, one that works brilliantly for the elite and fails the rest of us, he wrote. He warned of a compromised regulatory environment where those responsible for safeguarding public interest are either disengaged or too entangled with the wealthy to act independently. Although Philemon acknowledged that RDU's warnings during the general election went largely unheeded, he insisted the party would continue speaking out. We're not here to say, "We told you so," he said, but we are here to remind you, we were the ones who spoke up. He called on the public to ask difficult questions about the fairness of the system, such as who gets invited to private events, who declares offshore assets, and who is held accountable. Despite its relatively small political footprint, RDU pledged to keep demanding accountability and structural change. RDU will keep holding the line, Philemon concluded. But real change begins when more Singaporeans start asking the same questions we've been asking all along. He urged citizens not to wait for the next scandal before taking a closer look at power structures. Singapore deserves better, he wrote, and this is the only home we have.